You know, it's tough to say what it means to be an Idahoan. A lot of people think in potatoes, trucks, you know, guns, wilderness, wide open fishing. And to me, it means freedom, adventure, perseverance, and kind of facing challenges like getting out there like adventure, but more so like kind of pioneering. You know, like Lewis and Clark, they came through Idaho, they were pioneering this place and trying to find, you know, it's not a place where a lot of people live, and it's becoming more and more explored. Yeah, adventure, I'd say, is a good term to be an Idahoan.
Nice! Hooray!
I remember I bought a plaque and it said, "Home is where the heart is." And I had it in my kitchen for the longest time. And for me, when I hung it up, I was like, oh, LA, California, always my home, right? 21 years later, I know why they call it Idaho. Idaho is my home. Everyone here has been very accepting, very open, very welcoming. Some with resistance, you know, that's okay. But for the most part, people are so generous out here. And they're so genuine, and they are ready to give and ready to help immediately.
Everyone that I meet here is incredibly hardworking. I mean, there's a sense of like a frontier spirit that you make your destiny, and you are rewarded by the hard work that you do. I mean, that's certainly true here in North Idaho, and you have the mining culture here, people who, you know, forge the nation by the strength of their back, right, and sweat of their brow. It sounds poetic, but I really mean that. There's a very strong sense of hard work, caring for the people around you, your community, putting them first.
I was diagnosed with autism when I was a little baby, and I couldn't speak until I was 4.5. And today I feel that I am sensitive, and today I can be me. And I know what it's like to be an Idahoan. Because I was born here, I live here, and it's like my home. It's like a place that you never want to leave, like a wonderland or something.
Everything that you saw outside is first built because of the artistic bent of Dennis, and then we figure out what to do with them later. We are significantly influenced by the vastness of the physical space that makes up Idaho. And whether we're aware of it or not, we have adapted to that environment that's around us. And an example that comes to mind for me is that for most Idahoans, a traffic report is meaningless. However, a weather report is most important, and it dictates how we pattern our day and how we move about.
You know, Idaho to me is still wild places and wild things. We have 2 paychecks in Idaho. We have that paycheck that we work for here from 8 to 5. And then when the weekend comes, we have another paycheck in those wild places and wild things.
Whether it's hunting or fishing, coming out, just enjoying the outdoors, hiking. Idaho is a pretty remarkable state and has a lot of things to offer. A lot of people don't have the experience of being here, and you know, seeing what is out here firsthand is just amazing. No matter where you go in the state, you know, the views, the people, and everything is just, you couldn't ask for anything more.
I think for me, growing up, it was all about being outside and appreciating Idaho. And for me, that is all connected with the land and the plants and the animals and all the nature that we do have access to here. And even in Boise, like, anywhere you want to go in a half hour. You can be in the mountains, you can be in those habitats, you can be out in the sagebrush steppe. Like nature and outdoors, I think, is pretty huge for Idaho. And I think it's why native Idahoans love Idaho, and it's why new Idahoans are coming to Idaho.
We have deep values, family values. I come from a family that's both Polish Catholic and Mormon. My father was a Mormon, my mother was Polish Catholic. So family values were strong on both sides, and growing up, I knew that too. When I was in graduate school, people would ask me where I'm from, and they often confused Idaho with Ohio or Iowa. And I said, no, I'm a little spud from Idaho. And I would describe one of the values of my community is that of humility. Now, you never own that you're humble. You just know that you're always trying to grow into it, just like a spud has to grow into the ground and be nourished and grow and take in the nutrients of the soil around it.
I served public office for a long time, and as you know, the community's always divided politically, and I served both sides, and all religions. I have learned in my lifetime to let everybody live their own life and respect them for what they are and what they do, and not what you think they should be.
Because I'm Nimipu, our stories and our history and our culture are older than Idaho. That means me as an Idahoan has ancestry that is older than Idaho and older than the United States, in fact. And so to have that kind of ancestry and genealogy and know exactly where it comes from gives me a sense of strength and a sense of purpose and a sense of home, unlike other Idahoans.
On my mother's side, my great-grandparents moved to this state from the Basque Country as sheep herders. And so I think they started being Idahoans then, adjusting to the landscape and the culture of Idaho, and started our family being Idahoans since then. I think of Idahoans as super genuine, true to their word, good, honest people.
To me, an Idahoan is somebody who's adventurous, an explorer, somebody who is a musician, or somebody who cares about our community. We use our community and we take care, and we're all a part of it, and we all add something positive to make it stronger.
I identify as a musician, but I also do a lot of other things. Like I'm also a wedding coordinator, and I like sew and compose music and do all sorts of things. I don't necessarily fit into just the category of musician, and so I think Idaho doesn't necessarily fit into the category of just like potato farmers or something. So I think Idaho has a lot more to offer, and so there's a lot of different independent qualities of Idaho that kind of come together to form the state as a whole.
I really feel more like a Boisean than an Idahoan because, you know, Boise is our little hub in a very different state. My wife and I were involved in the marriage equality lawsuit, and what was true is that we expected to get a little bit of pushback from the larger Idaho, and we didn't. We got nothing but congratulations and thank you and yay for doing what you're doing. So that's been really great.
I love you so. Day after day.
Music that I love that we do here is not just African music. Most of the guys in there, they're from here. So I believe what the music that we do is actually Idaho music, really, because it's all the influences of everybody growing up here and me moving here, bringing what my roots, Nigeria, bringing that here and mixing it, because it's like a soup of different elements.
I am not a citizen, but a permanent resident. I was able to become a business owner, and that opportunities that Idaho gave me, it was a little seed, and then I grew and blossomed, and then I have a very deep root in Idaho. Idaho allows me to be an Idahoan, but still Japanese.
Idaho's wild, it really is, and you ask anybody. You come up here to Boise, I don't know how many people there are in Boise, but it doesn't take very far. You're out and you can be in the middle of nowhere. Down by me, we don't have to travel very far. We're out in the middle of nowhere, and you're in the wild, and you can get as wild as you want to. You can come here and get wild. You can go in the mountains and get wild. It don't matter.
From Texas, so I chose Idaho. I literally picked this area off of the map and wanted someplace that was undiscovered in the mountains within an hour of a big city with all the stuff that we wanted for our kids to be exposed to. And I actually hope that I am maybe part of the memories that people have of Idaho City, to be telling stories about me maybe in 30 years. And yeah, I do hula hoop in the middle of Main Street and do a lot of things that might become memorable.
Find a place to raise your kids.